Photo illustration, Getty Images. The special counsel tells the president's lawyers that he is a subject, but not a target, of the investigation. For now, the funniest running subplot to Robert Mueller's investigation is that everything the special counsel does, no matter how monumental or mundane or exculpatory or damning it is for Donald Trump, manages to transform the president and the remaining members of his brain trust into an elderly gang of Pepe Silvia analysts. If the Washington Post notes that Mueller went to dinner with his wife on Friday and ordered his steak medium rare, the attorneys spend a sleepless weekend crafting a 40-page memorandum discussing what the special counsel's doneness preferences might reveal about the amount of time remaining until he declares his work complete. This week, it seems, will be another one dedicated to such cutting-edge legal work, as the Post reports that Mueller, in the course of requesting a formal interview with the president, characterized Trump as a subject, but not a target, of the Russia probe. And while a meaningful distinction exists between the two terms, the line is a perilously thin one for a man who has a complicated relationship with telling the truth. Prosecutors view someone as a subject when that person has engaged in conduct that is under investigation, but there is not sufficient evidence to bring charges. A target is a person for which there is substantial evidence linking him or her to a crime. Special counsel's office is pursuing at least two independent lines of inquiry: whether the president colluded with Russia to interfere in the 2016 election, and whether he attempted to scuttle the investigation that ensued. It remains possible that the campaign had nothing to do with Russia, but that Trump, spurred on by the crippling insecurity that is the driving force behind everything else he's ever done in his life, obstructed justice anyway. As the old saying goes in Washington, it's not the crime, it's the admission on national television that you fired the FBI director in order to make the criminal probe disappear. Trump is lying about Russia. Mueller's tantalizing disclosure presents Trump's legal team with quite the conundrum. Do they grant the interview and seek exoneration on the collusion front, knowing that Trump might gift wrap an obstruction of justice case, transforming himself from subject to target in the process? Some White House lawyers, says the Post, reason that Trump has nothing to hide. Others, however, caution that Mueller may be setting a perjury trap, a nonsensical statement roughly akin to your kleptomaniac friend bemoaning the nationwide proliferation of CVS stores as a shoplifting trap. Robert Mueller's act of asking questions only looks like a perjury trap to lawyers who are pretty sure that their client will commit, perjury. They've said they want to write a report on obstruction of justice to answer the public's questions, and they need the president's interview as the last step. One person familiar with the discussion said of Mueller's team, "The interview is only the last step, of course. If the president doesn't say or do anything in that interview that merits extending the investigation any further." As the legal dream team of Jay Sekulow, Ty Cobb's mustache, and the former host of the CW's Justice with Judge Jeanine continue to debate next steps, it is important to remember that while Donald Trump fancies himself to be a falsely accused hero locked in an epic battle of wits with a cunning and worthy adversary, in reality, he's just another guy who is prone to lying and tends to get nervous around cops. More stories like this one.